On TV, Nigerians lead an initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute wholesome package that comprises brand news, branding focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth or aimed at promoting the brand idea. Amogali Abikele Mafuru.
Keep up with innovative, revealing, and groundbreaking happenings in the world of brands and brand builders in Nigeria and across the globe. Mingle with people and brands that make the cut and the personalities that keep reinventing the trends and traditions in the marketing world. All an exciting one-stop shop for marketing vibes. Marketing Edge on TV. You are always right on time with the right people and movers and shakers of the world of marketing as they share their views and ideas on the business and challenges of advertising, corporate affairs, media strategy, and the unfolding exciting world of digital marketing. Join the trendsetters and key decision makers as they shape opinions and project into the future of the marketing landscape for 30 exhilarating minutes on this channel. Stay ahead, be thrilled to beat, be marketing savvy with Marketing Edge on TV. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
Good to have you back. First on Marketing Edge on TV is Brand News, where we'll bring you the latest occurrences around brands and in the field of marketing, advertising, and communication in Nigeria and around the world.
Now on Brand News. In furtherance of its vision to promote gender inclusivity and equality, the United Nations is partnering with the Women in Management, Business and Public Service WIMBYs to address gender disparity and promote equitable representation of women in governance and leadership. This was the focal point of the roundtable dialogue between representatives of the United Nations and principal members of WIMBYs at the prestigious Nordic Hotel Victoria Island, Lagos. Co-founder, Women in Management, Business and Public Service WIMBYs, Ms. Ifeanyi Ighodalo, while delivering a goodwill message, stated that the organization instituted to advocate and facilitate women empowerment and emancipation has over the years inspired and led conversations around equal representation and gender equality as a catalyst for nation building. UN Women Country Representative to Nigeria and ECOWAS, Ms. Beatrice Eyong, who gave a startling statistics of gender-related issues affecting women in Nigeria, while speaking on the situation of women in Nigeria, challenges and the work of UN Women in Nigeria, stated that it is imperative for all hands to be on deck to combat practices such as early marriage, genital mutilation, rape and other sexual-related offenses that has maligned and stifled the growth of women in the country. According to her, the private sector partnership is vital to accelerate gender equality, especially in workplaces. The management of Consumers Value Broadcasting, organizers of the Consumers Value Awards, foremost brands rating platform, has announced that the collation of votes is ongoing and that results will be announced soon. According to the co-founder and CEO of Consumer Value Broadcasting, Akonte Ekene, the formal announcement and presentation of awards to winners will hold on the 24th August 2022 at the prestigious Radisson Blu Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. It commended consumers for casting votes and revealed that it is a day of honor for brands, as brands will wear a badge of honor from consumers. The last 3 months of April, May, and June witnessed an extensive campaign of Consumers Value Award website asking consumers to cast votes for brands of repute based on the experiences of individual consumers. Managing Director, CEO of the Marketing Edge Group, publisher of Marketing Edge magazine, John Ajayi, has tasked the Lagos State chapter of Guild of Photojournalists Nigeria on the need to go beyond the cliché and reposition photojournalism in the country. Addressing members of the Guild who paid an introductory visit to him at Marketing Edge office in Lagos, Mr. John Ajayi challenged photojournalists to do more in a digitally competitive world. He advised the group to aim at perfection, stressing that even though perfection is unattainable, they may attain excellence in the process. Chairman, Lagos State Chapter of Photojournalism Association of Nigeria, Abiodun Ajala, in a speech expressed gratitude for the privilege of earning the support and encouragement of Mr. John since the inception of the association. Describing Mr. John Ajayi as a veteran journalist, innovative entrepreneur, and the amiable publisher of Nigeria's leading marketing and advertising magazine, Marketing Edge, he noted that he has commendably helped broaden the borders of prosperous productivity for the overall socio-economic development of the country. One of Nigeria's leading media planning and buying agencies, SBI Media, is set to unveil its first set of non-fungible tokens, NFTs, soon, as part of plans to reposition the company to exploit opportunities in technology to optimize marketing strategies. Speaking to Marketing Edge, Chief Executive Officer SBI Media Rotimi Bankole said its agency will be exploring non-fungible tokens to protect some of its creative designs, noting that non-fungible tokens have emerged as one of the most secured and simplified ways to own, monetize, and transfer the ownership of digital arts and creative arts contents. According to him, non-fungible tokens can help boost sales for both agencies and brands, as well as drive engagement and reward loyalty with enterprise and user-generated contents. The Nigerian Institute of Public Relations (NIPR) Lagos State Chapter has announced the criteria for entries and selection of 2022 Lagos Public Relations Industry Gala and Awards LAPRIGA, which will be held on Friday, 2nd December 2022 at the Podium Ikeja, Lagos. Speaking in an exclusive interview with Marketing Edge, Chairman Selection Committee said LAPRIGA is growing bolder and more significant because of the interest and commitment of stakeholders. They participate actively and are increasingly showing up at the gala night. The 2022 LAPRIGA Award will have additional 6 new categories to the scheme, namely Best in Technology Public Relation, Best in Public Relation Education, Best in Hospitality PR, Best in Political Communication, Best in Entertainment PR, and the best use of research and measurement.
Well, that was brand news. Next is Brand in Focus after this break.
You won't go shake your body. Instead, they make it calm down. It a form say sabi. You want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you not to pass your power. You want to show yourself, oh.
Whatever your size, find it with the new ATERE data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you. Airtel, the smartphone network. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on Brand in Focus. To remain viable in a post-pandemic world, creative agencies are responding to the evolving marketing trends by abandoning their old agency of record practices to instead canvas for collaboration so as to deliver greater benefits to their clients. Before now, high-profile mergers were not a rare occurrence in the business world. For example, Disney's $4 billion acquisition of Marvel in 2009 or Verizon's $130 billion takeover of Vodafone were deals that sent massive shockwaves through their respective industries. Interestingly, WPP's latest agency shakeup saw Essence and Mediacom become one. Both agencies joined forces to form a new media agency called Essence Mediacom. While some industry watchers questioned the logic behind the merger, asking if it's really going to be a game changer, Others described it as one of the most significant moves in the media agency sector in 5 years and probably much longer. The post-pandemic reality is that brands are unquestionably looking to plan across brand building and performance activities. Many traditional media agencies are great at the former and frankly not that great at the latter, and working consistently across the two is a challenge. However, agencies can't wave a magic wand and make everything go smoothly by simply collaborating. Thousands of employees need to be factored into the equation. Collaboration, mergers and acquisitions shouldn't be about trying to put two halves into a whole. Rather, the goal should be to create something new and original. A strategic partnership should be able to create a rewarding environment and a positive culture that resonates with everyone such that it will serve as a catalyst for attracting and retaining the best talent and clients on the market. What do agencies need to consider during a merger? And what does an effective merger strategy look like? Meanwhile, getting the merger ball rolling is just the beginning. Cultivating a new and improved culture takes time, patience, and a good pair of ears. Agencies and businesses need not to only be sure to communicate internally, but also externally.
With our branding focus, next is Industry Conversation, where we'll bring you interactions we've had with distinguished personalities who have made great impacts in the business of brand management. Well, this week we will be continuing on the conversation we started last week with the Marketing Director of Mastercard, YOSOLA ATERE. After this break.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
Hello and welcome to Industry Conversation, a segment on Marketing Edge on TV where we have interactions with distinguished men and women who have made great impact in the business of brand management. Well, today we have with us the Marketing Director of Mastercard, YOSOLA ATERE. So pleased to have you. You're welcome to Industry Conversation.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, Mastercard has been working to help small businesses, pick up themselves, especially after the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. Tell us specifically what Mastercard is doing to encourage women participation in the growth of the economy.
Okay. I mean, it's interesting you say this because when we take a look at the Mastercard Index of Women Entrepreneurs, what we found was that Ghana, Botswana, and Uganda actually took the top 3 slots globally as the three countries that have the highest number of female entrepreneurs. So what we have found is that 81% of women, have made that transitioning their business, into the digital commerce space in comparison to just 68% of the male-led businesses. So there are definitely a lot more women in the SME space that are sort of playing in the digital commerce space. And what we do as a business, our focus really is to drive that engagement because we do have a focus to assist, 1 billion people to sort of transition into the financial economy, of which we're looking for at least 25 million female business owners to be within that ecosystem. So we are providing the solutions and enabling our partners to provide those unique offers that will help women entrepreneurs grow their businesses and transition seamlessly into the digital economy.
So tell us what your upcoming events are in Nigeria.
So I just spoke about the fact that we are big in the culinary space, so it's definitely, we see that as one of the passion points of Nigerians. Nigerians like their food. We have such a rich culture. And so we also have a very rich palette, I would like to call it. So we have an activation called The Kitchen Nigeria. And The Kitchen Nigeria is basically, us supporting SMEs, but also providing a unique experience for our cardholders, whereby we have a pop-up restaurant. We have upcoming chefs who, compete with each other. They curate a unique menu, and we give them the opportunity to basically mimic or, live out owning a restaurant and serving that menu for a few days to create that sort of unique experience, for the people who are experiencing it from the consumer side, but also for the SME owner to understand what it's like to actually run a restaurant business. So that's one of the things we're looking forward to. We launched it last year. The winner of the kitchen walked away with 2 million naira, to invest in their business. This year, we're hoping somebody will be 5 million richer, and will be able to basically grow their business. It's one of the areas of focus for us. But also, Nigerians travel. I see that we're a group of people that like to travel. And so we have a very sort of rich offering that we're providing, for our customers, our cardholders in the Nigerian market. And it's really focusing on the unique offers that we have across different corridors, right from South Africa, where we have a unique offer for cardholders, to experience wine tasting, to Dubai, where we have unique offers within the shopping malls for Mastercard holders, to Kenya, where we have unique tourist attractions around the safari. So because we have all of these offerings, we bring all of these together and provide that bouquet, to the Nigerian customer who enjoys traveling and wants to experience different cultures, across different continents. That's what makes, Mastercard. It's the diversity and the richness that we're able to provide, for the consumer to feel like they have a holistic and an enjoyable experience, especially looking at their passion points. So those are sort of the, some of the things that we're focusing on. Right now, we have a mall activation ongoing, where we're speaking to the passion of football. One of our global ambassadors is Messi. We're big on football. Nigerians are huge and passionate about football, so we know that it's a passion point for our people. And, we connect with you. We understand, what that passion is about. And we help you live it out as much as possible. So the winner of this, in this small activation is going to go away to watch a UEFA match live. That's something that Mastercard helps you to bring to life. So like I said to you, it's for Mastercard, it's about adding value to our cardholders and adding value to our business partners. That's really what it's about for us.
Yes, and hearing you speak about all of these touch points makes me feel very good.
Okay.
Which new and unsaturated marketing channels is Mastercard currently exploring?
So new and unsaturated marketing channels that Mastercard is exploring. I think that for us, and even when you take a look at the world of marketing is evolving, and marketing has to evolve because the world is evolving, the consumer is evolving. No longer are we developing products and taking it to the consumer to say, here, we think you need this. It's really more relational. It's more about how we relate to the consumer. It's more about how we engage the consumer. So to that extent, outside of, while we understand that in the African markets and for the African consumer, the traditional channels of media are still very important. Radio is important, TV is important, but it's really about how do we begin to dissect and begin to create unique digital marketing strategies that really engage the consumer around their passion points or around their needs points. And it's taking a look at how do you get the right mix? So what marketing technology do you have in-house that enhances the data that you get from your customer's digital footprint? What are the tools that you will then use to engage that consumer to provide the right sort of advertising content or the marketing content to engage them and help them understand that you see them, you understand. I'll give you a typical example. And for me, it's really, I always say you start from strategy, understanding the consumer and taking a look at the funnel and how far back do you go back in the consumer journey to understand what is the consumer thinking? The moment they start thinking it, do you see the digital footprint online? A consumer that's looking to travel starts to look at holiday locations. Do you start from there to pick up on, okay, this person is probably thinking about traveling? Do we start to talk to them providing offers on airline tickets? Do we start to talk to them about, the continent they're going to and offers they may have in those continents? So it's not a one size fits all, but it's now about actually narrowing down and curating digital marketing strategy that is fit for that consumer journey. And it will always have a mix of, different digital tools and not just digital tools, but also, social media tools. How do we use them? How do we create that mix that will follow the consumer through the funnel and help the consumer achieve or get value? So that's really what it is. And that's why I say that the marketing landscape has evolved. It's no longer a one-size-fits-all. It's no longer about taking products to markets. It's really about having the consumer at the core and engaging the consumer in a much smarter way, and a more holistic approach to how you engage and you speak to the consumer. So that would be, my answer in a nutshell.
More like a personalized form of engagement.
Exactly. So curating personalized strategies for each of the segments, understanding what their needs points are or what their passion points are, and taking a look at the consumer journey to decide where it is you want to start from, where you want to start engaging them from, how long do you want to engage them for, and what are the tools that you have in your arsenal, whether it be digital tools from search engine optimization to leveraging social media channels and social media platforms like TikTok. It really depends on what the offering is and what you're looking to engage the consumer on.
Interesting. Thank you so much. So tell us how Mastercard is positioned in the digital payment industry in Nigeria.
Okay, I mean, we are a key player in the digital payment space, and what we are, like I said, is what we focus on is really trying to enable the key partners and the key players in that ecosystem. Trying to enable them understand and create digital payment solutions that speak to their consumer needs. So basically helps them understand the digital connections, the digital patterns, the digital interactions of their consumers, and how they can better, how they can provide payment options and digital payment solutions to enable those consumers, and also how do you sort of bring them into the digital economy space. So it's really about being a facilitator and helping in that ecosystem facilitate those interactions between our partners, the businesses, and their consumers.
Nice. I'm learning a lot, and it's really overwhelming. Thank you so much. But one more question.
Yes.
Are there any corporate social responsibility initiatives that you'd like us to know about?
We're definitely big on corporate social responsibility. I mean, we don't call it corporate social responsibility. I smile because this is a company that I am very vested in, and I say that because they are very vested in the holistic, in the well-being of the communities that they work in and the individuals that work with them. And so when we say we're doing well by doing good, that's what we say at Mastercard. We're doing well by doing good, and in doing well by doing good, we focus on women and financial inclusion. So I gave you that data because we focus on women business owners. How do we facilitate that engagement? How do we get them on board? How do we provide solutions that will help them, make that transition seamlessly? That's an area of core focus for us. But, environmental sustainability is another core area for us. In Ghana, for example, we ran a campaign last year, where we were, it was priceless. We call it priceless causes. And this cause was really about planting trees. So for every transaction that happened in one of the campaigns that we ran with one of our partners, we would plant a tree. So for every transaction that you made, for example, if you're in Ghana and you used your Mastercard, Mastercard will contribute X cents, so that we're able to plant a tree in Ghana. So that's another area where we sort of focus on. But we also focus on girls, the female child. The way we focus on women entrepreneurs, we focus on the female child and how do we get them, into the space of tech. How do we get them into the space of tech? And so we have a program we call Girls for Tech. We've run that in West Africa this year. And what it really is, it's helping children understand the cyberspace, understanding, cyber security, the cyber footprint, and just making tech more accessible so that it's not a pie in the sky idea for our girls, but they see it as something that's easy and easily accessible and easy for them to understand and implement, because the goal really is, when these girls get older, we want them to be able to play in that space. We want them to feel comfortable in that space, so that's another core area that we focus on. Internally for our staff, we encourage our staff to volunteer, with NGOs in areas where they're passionate about, because we're really about how do you do well by doing good. So that's really the focus for us, and those are the key pillars that I can speak to currently at the moment. But we're a company that pays attention, to our consumers. We pay attention to the market. We're definitely an attentive brand, and it's really about adding value to create a holistic experience for the beings and for the partners.
Do well by doing good. Thank you so much for having this time with us on Industry Conversation. There was a lot I learned. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So we hope to have future conversations that if your time will let us.
Absolutely. It will be my pleasure. Always.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's it on Marketing Edge on TV. Do well to join us same time next week for another interactive time. I'm Ogalia Bikele Manfuru. Bye for now.
Precious Amayo as I bring you news from the epicenter, where it happens and when it happens, staying on top of every breaking story, minute by minute, right at the hour when the city gets busy and just before it sleeps. We're live from every angle with objective insights and analysis. TVC News, first with breaking news.
TVC News Adedoja Salamadini emerged winner of Lagos Reporting category at the 30th Diamond Award for Media Excellence. As the isolation centers filled up and many Nigerians living in denial, Adedoja dared the odds to bring the dreaded COVID-19 reality to our living rooms. This is the story that resulted in the laurel at the Diamond Award for Media Excellence, Lagos Reporting category for Adedoja Salamadini. TVC News Femi Akonde won the coveted prize of Reporter of the Year at the Nigerian Media Merit Award, which is the most prestigious media award in the country. His winning story is on the bravery of the Civilian Joint Task Force, a group of local militia in Maiduguri established to fight Boko Haram terrorists. TVC News senior correspondent Sharon Ijaso won Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism Award. Her investigative piece reveals how underage children find themselves engaged as child sex workers, either willingly or unwillingly, with sex trade largely going digital. Poverty, greed, broken family structures, among others, have been identified as some of the drivers of the child sex trade in Nigeria. Congratulations to the news team who tell impactful stories. NMMA, DAME, and Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism Awards. TVC, first with breaking news.
Never miss a moment. Instant breaking news from all over the globe. Live streaming of your favorite programs delivered directly to you. Watch anytime from anywhere on your mobile or smart devices. Download the TVC News app today. Available on Google Play and Apple Store.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company, not just in Nigeria, but throughout continental Africa, to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Every major news story is with many perspectives and layered with different levels of impact.
Hello. What time did this happen? We will be right there.
At TVC News, we follow the big and major news, gathering the facts, witnessing the outcome.
I am here live at the aftermath of the approval of the new national minimum